Good evening, you guys. I am the Dichotomous Tarot. I'm here to do another reading. This is an intuitive reading. I don't go into it knowing what it's going to be about. I'm just trusting the energy and the synchronicity of it all, because I believe that if it's meant for you, you will find it and it'll be for you. It'll resonate with you in the way that it needs to resonate. Maybe not all of it, but there will definitely be some parts of it that you will be able to take away from it. I've been working with these new cards all day. It's from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which is the general, most recognizable deck for tarot cards. Started. Spirit, I thank you for communing with me today to entail a message that needs to be told to whomever is in need of these messages. I pray that all benevolent forces are involved in communicating those things and helping them find resolution for their greatest good. So I'm going to start this off. This could have been some higher learning that you're working on that's caused you to be enlightened in some way, and it's giving you inspiration. Now, when it comes to the Judgment card, we're judging something. We're looking back in the past and we're reflecting on something and making a call on it. So whatever this could have been a person, because when we're looking at the Queen of Swords, they can embody Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energies, but it's embodying a thought. It's embodying energy. When you think of the Queen of Swords, you think of intellect, you think of higher learning, you think of communication, thought, ideas. When you move on to the Hangman, there's the enlightenment. And it's caused you to pause and truly reflect on maybe what you were doing, because maybe what you were doing was trying to learn, or maybe what you were wanting to do kind of was different from the energy you were getting from the Queen. Maybe it caused you to self-reflect in a way. So now we have a different kind of energy. We have the Page of Wands, which brings in a new sense of creativity, right? And then it brings on to the Queen of Wands, which is the acceleration of that. It's the mastery of that. It's the wanting for knowledge. It's the gusto, not per se the knowledge like the Queen of Swords, but execution, ambition, wanting to accomplish those things, right? So let's see if we can expound on the Queen of Swords. Who is the Queen of Swords, Spirit? Already. Who is the Queen of Swords? Who is the Queen? I think you're putting some maybe carnal desires behind. So when we think of the Hierophant, we think of the holy man in a sense. Maybe this Queen of Swords represents somebody who was giving you counsel, maybe intellect into the spiritual studies, which would understand the devil, because maybe the reason why you were even suspended in the first place was because you're dealing with some carnal matters. So whether it be of the heart, whether it be of the mind, and just your lifestyle in general, it's because of what was advised to you. This is the reason why you're kind of in suspension right now, because you have some carnal tendencies and that you would have to address in order to move on to this higher knowledge. However, it is you addressing these carnal desires that will give you the accelerant to move on to something fruitful, because here we have the Empress, and the Empress is pregnant. She's pregnant with new ideas. She's pregnant with new concepts, but she's also what is the word? She is fruitful. It'll gain a lot of fruit. When you look at the wands, it's growing. You see the leaves growing. But you have a tough decision to make. I think maybe you may be ignoring what you have to do, because maybe you have some things here again by the devil. You have some things that maybe you don't want to let go of. See, this popped out. You're not going to be able to see all the cards. My bad. I got a bad vantage point with this camera. With it involving Pentacles, maybe this is how you're making your money. Maybe you... Or maybe not necessarily how you're making your money, but you're wanting to juggle it. King of Cups. Now, when you go to the King of Cups, this can also be considered another, you could say, older male energy that can provide sound counsel as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be a man or a woman, but then again, this is the energy that you can tap into to help you make these emotional decisions, because you're rationally trying to ignore it, and you may be wanting to juggle this energy, but you'll struggle with it. So you're going to need some counseling motivating you to move in the right direction, because it's time for you to judge the situation that you're in. You came to this knowledge for a reason. You ran into this energy for a reason. So it's time for you. It's time for you to move on into the next phase of life. And you need to tap into the Queens of Wands energy and getting that gusto, because it's not going to be an easy decision for you. Let's see, this card popped out. Moving on. Making a decision. Okay, the Lovers is also about making decisions. It's not necessarily a love card depending on the context. The Star card. It's the elements that are in your favor. And there's something about it that you're going to be mourning. Whatever you're walking behind from. I don't know what your lifestyle is. I don't know what you're doing in your life right now. But there is some endeavor. There is something that you were supposed to be doing, or there's a next phase in your life that'll require you to leave a lot of things behind that's binding you in the physical plane, and it doesn't serve you. It's not meant for you. Let's see if I'm getting any more from this. See, I'm getting the King of Pentacles. It's almost like if you can walk away, you have to excuse my dog. Every time she hears something, she can like go off about shh. But it's almost like if you tap into this energy, you're juggling right now. You're ignoring the energy. You're trying to, ignore it in a way, because you have to make a decision either way. But if you're just able to tap into that energy, you're still finding the success that you want. Like, it won't be a loss. Sometimes walking away from a lifestyle may seem like a loss depending on how deep you went into it. But you have a lot of, see? Everything you want is on the other side of that life. But it's going to be a fight. You're going to have to fight for it. Whether it be you or the other people. And I don't know if you're looking for someone, or maybe walking away from this lifestyle or from the way that you've been living requires you walking away from a lover. But there's somebody on the other side of that who is going to be who will be a helpmate moving into the next phase of your life that serves you. You may be lying to yourself, or somebody's deceiving you right now. I don't know why the Seven of Swords popped out. But maybe the whole point of the Seven of Swords is it's not about lies and deception, but maybe it's just about you getting out of your own way and saving yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're saving yourself from a life and you're having to sneak out of a life, sometimes the Seven of Swords is about self-preservation. Sometimes it's about taking what's yours, because there's still some stuff left behind. But in a situation like this and within this context, it's time for you to walk away. It's time for you to walk away from that life. So, I don't have much to expound on in that. I feel like it's pretty much self-explanatory, but this is just an encouragement to move further in your endeavors. Maybe it's a study, but I'm thinking this is more so the way that you've been living your life. You've undergone a lot of maybe addictions. Maybe you're coming from addictions. So it's not only our addictions, but it's the relationships that we develop, the lifestyle we develop. And so we're afraid to walk away from those things, and we may try to blind ourselves. We may try to blind ourselves from making those decisions. We're in a stalemate. We're stuck. And you'll have to mourn some losses, but you still have something left. And it's amazing how these two cups are still here, and the two cups pop up there. See how that works? That's what it's called, synchronicity. Sometimes it's those two things sometimes we're so focused on what we're losing here when it's nothing, because we could have nothing in those cups. It could be toxic what's in these cups. It could be cyanide. And then the two cups that we have are the very two cups that we needed the whole time. So I hope that this message resonated with somebody, and that it helped. It's a confirmation for you to walk away from things that don't serve you, a lifestyle that doesn't serve you, a mindset that doesn't serve you, situations that don't serve you. This is the Dichotomous Tarot, and I will come back to y'all soon. Bye-bye.